Welcome back, guys, to Instructions for Humanity. Today we are doing a live channeled message from Source. Guys, one of my subscribers actually activated me. We were having a conversation in the comments and they activated me. And when I woke up, I started to wake up and speak the light codes to the 5 keys of ultimate wisdom. I'm going to give you the light codes for that, and you can do this in your meditation. These 5 keys of ultimate wisdom is what Source is calling it. This is exactly the keys, the codes to get things done, to be prosperous here on this 3rd dimensional earth plane. So I do want to say shout out to this subscriber. I don't know if you want me to give your name, but I'll just give your first name. I don't know if it's your name, it's your handle name. Karan, I think it is Karan. So thank you so much. Guys, we are being activated. Even people in our comment sections are part of our soul tribe and our soul group, and they've been sent here divinely guided to activate us. So this message is actually from Quran. I was able to get the light codes to this. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this live channel. I'm going to give you the codes to the 5 keys of ultimate wisdom, channeled by me. This is by the infinite source of all. Five keys to ultimate wisdom, 5 keys to ultimate wisdom. Light code 2201, focus, 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 avoid distractions. Light code 2201, focus, 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 avoid distractions. Light code 2223, hold the duality for light code 2201. Light code 2223, hold the duality for light code 2201. Light code 2203, light code 2203, self-control, self-control, control emotions. Light code 2203, light code 2203, self-control, self-control, control emotions. Light code 2245, light code 2245, hold the duality for light code 2203. Light code 2245, light code 2245, holds the duality for light code 2203. Light code 2205, light code 2205, persistence, persistence, don't give up. Persistence, persistence, don't give up. Light code 2205, light code 2205, persistence, persistence, don't give up. Persistence, persistence, don't give up. Light code 2267, light code 2267, holds the duality for light code 2205. Light code 2267, light code 2267, holds the duality for light code 2205. Light code 2207, light code 2207, develop, develop, learn and grow. Develop, develop, learn and grow. Light code 2207, light code 2207, develop, develop, learn and grow. Develop, develop, learn and grow. Light code 2289, light code 2289, holds the duality for light code 2207. Light code 2289, light code 2289, holds the duality for light code 2207. Light code 2209, light code 2209, hope and optimism for the future. Light code 2209, light code 2209, hope and optimism for the future. Hope and optimism for the future. Light code 2211, light code 2211, holds the duality for light code 2209. Light code 2211, light code 2211, holds the duality for light code 2209. 5 keys to ultimate wisdom, channeled by me, Tahirah. I pull the light codes, the information that's encoded in our DNA, and I bring these messages to you guys, to humanity. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Source wanted to give us the 5 keys to ultimate wisdom. This is what I woke up saying in my sleep, and I pressed my recorder. These are the light codes, the 5 keys to ultimate wisdom. If you do these 5 things, you will never fail here on the earth plane. And we can sit in meditation and we can run through these light codes just as I did. Even if you just sit with this recording on in the stillness, in your meditative state. So light code 2201 is focus. The first key to ultimate wisdom is to focus. Anything you want to do, you must have focus. But the duality of that is to avoid distractions. And what they really told me is disruptions. So avoid distractions and disruptions. Light code 2201 is for focus. That's the first key to ultimate wisdom by Source. Light code 2223 holds the duality for light code 2201. So here on this earth plane, We always have to have the polarities. This is the code of humanity. Light code 2201 says focus, but you also need another light code holding the duality in order for that to be expressed in the 0 point. The 0 point is where all things transcend this earth life, all things transcend duality, all things exist in the infinite field of potentiality. Light code, this is the second key to ultimate wisdom. Light code 2203 is self-control. You can't do anything without self-control. If you have focus but you lack self-control, you will not be prosperous. So light code 2207 tells us to have self-control, and more importantly, to control our emotions. If you can have control of your emotions, you can go far in this life. You can go really far. So that's the second key to ultimate wisdom. So we have focus, self-control, and then light code 2245 holds the duality so that you can experience light code 2203, self-control. Getting into the third key of ultimate wisdom. This is by source, channeled by me, Tahirah. Subscribe to the channel. Light code 2205, persistence. Persistence, don't give up. Stay consistent, stay persistent. That is the third key to ultimate wisdom, what source wants us to know. And light code 2267 holds the duality for light code 2205. So if you guys are sitting in meditation and you're like, I need to be persistent, I need to be more persistent on my goals, you can just chant light code 2205, 2205, light code 2205, light code 2205. But you also need to also chant the duality for that to be expressed, right? Light code 2267, light code 2267 holds the duality for light code 2205. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that is the third key to ultimate wisdom. The fourth key to ultimate wisdom is to develop. You want to constantly be in a state of developing. You want to be growing and learning. If this is going to school or going to alternative schools to get knowledge, going to people, turning on YouTube and getting the knowledge to keep developing. That is light code 2207. Develop, learn, and grow. When you learn, you expand. Right? So that is the fourth key to ultimate wisdom. This is a message from source, channeled by me, Tahirah. Subscribe. So light code 2289 holds the duality for light code 2207, guys. Okay, so once again, if you want to develop, if you want to learn and grow and be consistent in that, you can just go ahead and start to chant in meditation. Light code 2207, light code 2207, light code 2287 holds the duality for light code 2207. And the last one, the fifth key to ultimate wisdom, given to us by source, channeled by me, Tahirah, is hope and optimism. Light code 2209. Light code 2209, hope and optimism for the future. No matter what you've gone through, guys, you have to have light code 2209. If you have no hope, no faith, no optimism for the future, you can have focus, self-control, persistence, and develop, learn, and grow. But if you're not hopeful for the future, then none of those other four keys to ultimate wisdom will come through. So you can chant in your meditations, light code 2209, light code 2209, hope and optimism, light code 2209, light code 2209, hope and optimism. And then light code 2211, light code 2211, holds the duality for light code 2209, hope and optimism. That is what I'm talking about. These are the 5 keys to ultimate wisdom, guys. Focus, have self-control, stay persistent. Consistency is the key. Do not give up. Develop, grow. You always have to be in a state of expansion. That is matching with how the universe is set up. We are in a constant state of expansion, and therefore you must plug into that same code, right? Develop, learn, and grow. Hope and optimism for the future. Simply just have faith. Believe that everything's going to work out. That's how you manifest. You just know that it's already done, basically. These are the 5 keys of ultimate wisdom. So thank you, Quran. Thank you for activating me. Like, seriously, guys, I've been getting so much activation. And then there's another YouTuber that I spoke to that he has activated me. And I've been like on fire with my videos and just getting so much inspiration because, DK, thank you. Because, guys, we are getting into our soul groups and our soul tribes now. And I'm writing about this in my book. This is what's going on. They are separating the wheat from the chaff, the chosen from the non-chosen, the ones that are going to the new frequency and the ones that will be left behind on the old earth, on the old grayed out earth that will be destroyed. There's already been the splitting of the two energies. There's already been, the rapture has already happened, guys. It is a spiritual rapture where some of us have been already taken up to the higher realms of consciousness. And it will seem like the other ones that are stuck on the old frequency, the old energy, it will seem as if they are just kind of shriveling up and getting more into their old ways. Those ways are being destroyed as we move more into this new age that we are going into, which is the age of knowing thyself. The other word that I heard when I woke up was exploration of proclamation. Exploration of proclamation. What does this mean? The proclamation, this is what I'm getting from source. The proclamation is the agreement that you've already had when you entered this earth life. You already have a calling on your life, and it's nothing more. That's what the Christian people would say. You have a calling on your life. But what it really is, it's the code that's already being encoded in your DNA. That code must be expressed. That's the proclamation. A proclamation is something that is written officially. It is written in ink. It is signed off by all the official people. This is what I'm getting. This is what we are going through right now. We are going through the exploration of our soul proclamation. The soul journey, the DNA sequence that will take us to our divine authentic path, right? We are stepping into actually exploring that. So what this means is that many people will be activated. Many people will start to activate these light codes inside of them. They will start to activate their destiny number. They will start to activate their divine path. And all of these things that are already encoded in your DNA is for you to now explore. The exploration of proclamation. You are now exploring all the different beautiful DNA sequence and codes that are already inside of you. And there's so many different codes and there's so many different possibilities of potentiality inside of the codes, right? But it's already been decided because it's already encoded inside of you. It is already a divine proclamation. All that is left for you to do is to simply explore it. And that's what the divine children, the divine chosen ones now starting to do. We're getting activated by our soul tribe and our soul groups. People that you meet on the street. I had a woman the other day I sat next to, and she was like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it was a little scary. She brought her little scraggly dog up in there. The dog looked homeless. She looked homeless. The dog looked like it ain't 8 and 13 weeks and was just kind of depressed. And I was worried. I really was worried. But then, I just looked at her in her eyes and I'm like, this could be God that you're sitting next to. You never know. Just we had a soul connection. It turns out that she was a writer too. And now I understand, like, creative types, you can't judge them. Like, you might be sitting next to a creator type. They might have millions of dollars, but you would never know because sometimes we can get trapped in our creations, right? That we create, and we can take on like an alternative life. So she activated me too. So much different activations is going on, but we are in the process of actually exploring our proclamations. So it's quite beautiful, guys. So I'm going to leave this here, but I do want to read just a tidbit from my book. So guys, my book is like a channeled book, right? And I meet with 5 divine beings, and they take turns on each night delivering a divine message to me to give to humanity. And so this is actually the person who is responsible for the code. They write the code for this humanity. This is the reason why we look the way that we look and we do the things that we do. And so I'm not going to share the name of this divine being because It's crazy. When you guys finally get to read it, you will like, oh my God, I knew it was her. But I will tell you, it is a feminine energy that is responsible for the code of this humanity. So I'm just going to read a tidbit to you. There are many hands in creation, you must understand, sister. But I take care of the gene part. I take care of the slicing of the genes. And someone else takes care of what the creation looks like on the outside. But it is my code, the code that I provide in the genes. Sorry, it is the code that I provide in the genes that will make that said creation being look a particular way. I do the gene coding, a little here and a little there. And she also goes on to say, so one can absolutely sit with me if they are in need and having issues with fertility. So this particular being does the gene coding for humanity. So even if you're having fertility issues, you can sit with this particular entity, this particular being, and she will help you be able to conceive. So that's quite beautiful. She also goes on to say that it never ends. It never ends. There's always more to create. It is endless. It is infinity, as you guys would say. The possibility never ends. There is so much to explore. There's so many different gene combinations to code. My job never ends. It only gets more intricate and more beautiful as time goes by. So what this tells me is that we are always getting upgrades, right? So this humanity, this creation of humanity is not finished. As this being says, as this feminine being speaks and says, there's always more to create and there's always more combinations. So my job only gets more intricate. So what that means is humanity is in a constant state of evolution, of expanding. And as we expand our consciousness through our great imagination, divine imagination that we get, the code must also be updated. So is it really this entity that is encoding everything in us, or is it us leading the way for this entity to update its code? It gets deep, guys. It gets deep. You are more powerful than you think. I would like to think that it is us evolving so fast that these beings who made the code for humanity literally have to keep up with us, to keep updating the code for this humanity, because we are evolving. But right now we are being activated, guys. We are being activated by even strangers on the street. Like your soul tribe is just coming together. It's coming together beautifully, and we're being activated in so many ways. And so I was activated to deliver this divine message, 5 keys to ultimate wisdom. So you will never have to wonder what you need to do every day. Source has given us the codes, the light codes directly from our DNA to let us know that whatever the proclamation that is written and coded in our DNA, we are now in the process of exploring that. The possibilities, the infinite possibilities within that. And if we apply light code 2201, focus, light code 2203, self-control, light code 2205, persistence, light code 2207, develop, learn and grow, light code 2209, have hope and optimism for the future. If we hold tight to these light codes and we do these sequences, these 5 keys to ultimate wisdom every single day, we will reach the proclamation that is written and already encoded by this divine being that I'm writing about. It's one of my cosmic sisters from my cosmic royal family. And we will be able to reach and explore the infinite wisdom and infinite possibilities of our beautiful DNA, that junk DNA they tell you. No, that's your proclamation inside. That's all the light codes to get the job done here on this 3rd dimensional plane. I'm going to leave it right here. Subscribe, guys. This is Tahirah with instructions for humanity. I love you. The birds, the bees, and yes, all of the beautiful trees. They all love you too. Love is the way. Forgiveness is the key. and truth is the absolute light that will always, always guide us home. Be well. Be well, guys. Bye.